EU begins discussions on a common foreign strategy towards China. EU foreign ministers have met to discuss a common foreign and security strategy towards China, sparking controversy among member states over how to approach China. Josep Borrell, EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, emphasized the need for Europe to stand together and unite to form a common position on China. Russia's coal reserves sufficient for 300 years. The Russian Ministry of Energy has announced that the country's coal reserves are enough to last 300 years, with no threats to energy security. Deputy Energy Minister Sergei Mokolnikov said that Russia has over 100 years of exploited coal reserves, and around 200 years or more of unexplored reserves. He also noted that exports remain an important source of revenue for Russia's coal industry, particularly exports to China. In the first 3 months of 2023, China imported around 8.8 million tons of coal from Russia. First Republic Bank savings deposits dropped by over $100 billion. First Republic Bank has cut over 20% of its workforce after announcing a drop of over $100 billion in savings deposits in the first quarter and is exploring options to restructure its balance sheet. The bank has decided to shrink its balance sheet, cut costs, and lay off 20 to 25% of staff in the second quarter. The bank is working with private companies and large banks to provide assistance. However, First Republic is facing challenges in financial recovery, as it targets high-income customers and is affected by the Fed's rising interest rates. Oil creeps higher as dollar weakens. Oil prices rose slightly in Asia this morning due to a weaker dollar and concerns about central bank interest rate decisions and key economic indicators in the coming weeks. Recent data has shown uneven economic recovery in China. Brent crude rose 0.4% to $82.75 per barrel, while U.S. crude oil rose 0.3% to $78.99 per barrel. Central bank meetings in Japan, the UK, and the Eurozone are also being closely watched this week. SpaceX granted approval to lease second rocket launch site at California military base. Billionaire Elon Musk's SpaceX has been approved to lease a second rocket launch site at a military base in California, setting the company up for its fifth launch site in the United States. The new launch site, located at Vandenberg Space Force Base, allows SpaceX to handle an increasingly busy launch schedule for commercial, government, and internal satellite launches. Vandenberg Space Force Base allows for launches in a northern trajectory, which is often used for military or spy satellites, and weather monitoring in polar Earth orbits.